Y'all, good morning, or whatever time you're watching this. This is Steven with Bama Saltwater. What is going on? I know a lot of y'all said, Steven, how come you don't build a dock behind your house? Well, they're just pricey and you can't insure them. Maybe one day. I'm only 29. Maybe one day we'll get I'll get one built here. But anyway, we're right here. I got plenty of space to fish along my seawall. All this riprap. And if you've seen before, you know I love fishing out here. I just don't film it too much because it's my home, and sometimes I just like to come out and relax. But as always, I like to show you what I'm using, my setup, and then we'll get straight into fishing. Today I have a Shimano Stradic 4000 with 20-pound braid. I'm running 30-pound fluorocarbon leader. This is a heavy-duty octopus circle hook. No weight or anything. I've connected the leader to my line with a uni to uni. Now this is a Nomad Inshore spin rod, 20 to 30-pound line class. It's a very lightweight setup, but extremely powerful. So let's get a bait on and get it casted out, because that's what y'all are here for. I mean, I cleaned a lot of fish, and those fish scraps I throw in these crab traps, and a lot of times I eat them, a lot of times I release the crabs, and sometimes I freeze them. So I've had some frozen crabs, and I'm taking the crab claw, and that's what we're going to toss out here for bait. It's this crab claw and then crab chunks. Check that out. Hopefully we can catch us a big old fish. Yes, come on. Oh, come on, man. I know you want that blue crab chunk. Really? You went past it? How are you gonna go past it, you crazy thing? Oh, he just ate it. And we got him. Circle hook does the job. Oh, right here. We got him. Oh. Well, that was good. Couldn't got any better plan. Man, you ain't running at all, are you? I'm sorry, man. I enjoy hooking you, though. We're gonna let you go, but these things are just big dinosaurs. About as old as I am, if not older. You know, some of them get to be 40 years old from what I've read, which is just crazy. These things swimming around before I was even born. Whew, I got a thorn bush in between my legs here. That's not good. Okay. All righty. Got the shrimpers out here working, jet ski tours, and everybody just enjoying the day. The dolphins are going crazy out there, and we're hooked into a big old water heifer. Now on these fish, you can keep them. There's no regulations here in Alabama. These things are full of worms, but you know, if they don't survive, I do give them away to people that I knew. Do not waste them. But me personally, I just like fighting them, letting them go and catching them again the next week. But like I said, there's no regulations on them. They're not endangered or in threat. They're just big, and I promise you the same one probably eat the same crab chunk after you let it go in just a few minutes. They're not very smart, I can say. That's a thick fish though. He didn't play out very much until just now. Come on. Come on. Okay. Okay. Came over, got some pliers. Mom came and helped me there because should have had them in my pocket. It's a giant, man. Okay. Want to make sure we can support its body weight. Oh, you hear it drumming? Hear it drumming? That's why I call it a drum. That's a big one. Literally sounds like an 808 bass drum, if you've ever heard of that. Good gracious. Look at that. Yeah, this thing's huge. Thanks for bringing those pliers for me. This thing's giant. Let me get that hook out. Oh, we might still be able to salvage our crab claw too. for another one. Yeah, we got our crab claw. Okay, all right, bud. I don't want to hold it vertical. I want to hold it supporting its belly. That's a giant fish. When picking these fish up, you want to support their belly best you can, because that's a lot of weight outside of the water. This is a giant monster. This is one of my bigger ones I've caught. Check out that monster right there. That is a huge black drum. I mean, look at the width of its head and that tail. Golly, we're gonna let it go though. I know some people that will eat them. I personally don't keep them just because they are full of worms, but if he wasn't surviving well, he would go and be somebody's meal. But let's let him go. Thank you for biting that. Appreciate your fight. I'll see you next year, or in a day or two, or even in a few hours. Look at that thing. Want it to regain its, look at that tail. It's huge. Water's not crazy hot. It's like 85 degrees. So, but you still want to let it get some of that oxygen and water flowing through its gills and it be able to kick off on its own. Because it is a big fish. So it has some lactic acid buildup probably. Look at that, starting to kick on its own. Getting some nice water flow through it. There you go. Come on, you can do it. Yep, there it goes. Hey, that's a fast boat there. But that thing's down there, slowly swimming away for us to see again. Can't imagine how many oysters, sea snails, crabs, algae, and all that thing's eating. It's gotta be a lot to get that big. Cool.
Oh, hey, that's a little bit better fish right there. Sorry on that. Came out to the jetties. Oh, yeah. Nice mangrove.
Oh, that's a keeper. Y'all, there is a keeper mangrove snapper, otherwise known as a black snapper or gray snapper, whatever you want to call them, but I call them mangroves. They have to be 12 inches here in the state of Alabama. And you have to have a reef fish endorsement if you want to keep them, whether you're fishing on a reef or not, since it is classified as a reef fish. I don't make those rules, just to let you know, but that is a phenomenal tasting fish right there. We're going to throw it in our live well and keep on fishing. And check that out. Pretty dang cool. If I can film it. That is neat. Man, that thing's quick. All right, we just hooked up. I also tossed out a mad scat out there as well because, you know, I always have to. Let's see what we have. Maybe a Spaniard. Oh, it's way back there. Yeah, I think that's a Spanish mackerel. Not really the big fish we're looking for, but hey, it's a fish. Yep. Good old Spanish. Pretty healthy fish. There you go, man. Spanish mackerel are great to eat, but I just have so many right now. Looking for something a little bigger, but I did bring out my Mad Scad 95 sinking. It's always good to have a couple lure choices out there. And we just hooked up again. A little bit better fish. I literally just let that Spanish go. Trolled maybe a couple 100 yards. We got another one. That's a pretty fish right there. Another nice Spaniard. It's a female, it's full of roe. There we go. Easy release there. Let it go. Now Now, if they were like all just bleeding out and hooked deep, I would keep them because they don't survive well on the release. But all of those have been hooked pretty good to where it makes release easy. I've given so many Spanish mackerel away because I've been pier fishing a lot on those windy days, catching a bunch. I'm just after something bigger. I just hooked something pretty good size with some head shakes to it. Came just off the beach. As soon as I sat down too, that's funny. No, it looks like a cobia. It is a cobia. A little juvie guy, but it's a cobia. Cool. Oh, look at that, man. Only if you're like a 40 pounder. Oh, dang. Got all feisty at the boat, man. Man, them things are so feisty and angry. These fish are. All right, let me try to get you in. Man. It ain't a giant ling, but it's a ling, or cobia, lemon fish, whatever you want to call it. I call them ling or cobia. Look at that. We're gonna hurry up and I'm gonna show them to you and get them back. Well, at least these are good to find. So he ain't a giant, ain't a keeper. They do have to be 36 inches, but that's a really cool fish right there. Thanks for the fight and for putting on a show. There you go, buddy. And he's just gonna hang under the boat. That's what cobia like to do. They find a big, they find a host, something that makes a shadow, and then they just hang along with them. So anytime you find big turtles, tiger sharks, rays, and any other big structure, there sometimes will be a ling sitting under it. But y'all, this is what I've been catching all my fish on today. This is a Nomad Mad Scad in the 95 size, sinking. I've just done a little quick clip. This is a stainless steel 50-pound quick clip in case I want to change it out, to a 27-pound wire leader, single strand, a small black barrel swivel, 20-pound braid on a 4,000 size Shimano reel, and a Nomad 7.5 foot, 20 to 30-pound line class inshore spin rod. That's it. Caught Spanish, and we caught that small cobia. I guess I'm just gonna kind of troll this area again and maybe a big one will hit. That will be cool. Got it. I think it's a big sail cat. Did it go? I think so, or trout. Oh, it came off. Yeah, it's a sail cat. Look at the slime left on the line. That's funny. I came inshore throwing a vibe around. I was hoping a red or a trout would be under them. But I think it's just big old gaff tops. Gotcha that time. Gotcha. Come on, man. Come on. Oh, yeah, that's what I figured. Finally. God, these things are pretty fun to catch, though, but dadgum, just kind of hard to hook them. That's a big old sail cat. Oh man, that's a stud. And look at that Vertrex Max right there. He wasn't coming unhooked that time. At least I caught you. So I wonder what kept on hitting it on the fall, and it was you. These are actually pretty edible. Good, not bad tasting fish at all. Okay, get that out. but I'm not going to keep him. But they are edible, and they're very fun to catch. Check that thing out. Big old mouth on it. Big old gaff top sail cat. There you go, man. That was pretty fun. I came inshore, and I'm just vibing over here with this Nomad Vertex Max and the 110 and some 30-pound fluoro. Same setup I was trolling the Mad Scad with. I just changed out my leader and the lure. That was pretty fun. I mean, hey, it's you know, it's not like a prize catch, but gaff tops are really cool. I like them. Y'all, so we're back home. I hope you enjoyed that video. A few days of fishing. It was actually pretty productive. So we'll see you on the next one. Hope y'all have a great Saturday or whatever time or day it is where you are watching in the world. All of our partners and sponsors are linked in the video description below, along with my website and other social media pages. Smash that subscribe button if you haven't already. Channel's constantly growing. Love sharing these adventures with each and every one of y'all. Most importantly, and as always, I want to thank the good Lord up above for everything he does for us. We'll see you later.